What's up, amigos? I'm El Hijo de Dos Caras.
My name is the one and only Juventud Guerrera, the juicy one, and I'm representing Mexico
to the Professional Wrestling World Cup. I'm here representing Mexico from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, for show you to all, not all to my fellow Mexicans, to the world. Can I be the best of the world?
I'm, the original creator of these things, So for me to be here with Rey Mysterio and with this new generation, Pentagon and Phoenix and Drago and all of that, it's like a family reunion for me, even when they're younger than me, I think, we're very happy just to be here and to represent Mexico in the best way possible.
But I'm young, I'm strong, I'm big. So I know I can defeat him.
Well, he's a very strong wrestler. He does a lot of German suplex, so I'm kind of like this strong style that I like. But in the way he's bigger, I gotta be really smart and be moving around and try to do the best I can. So I'm gonna try to go faster with him and to be strong and to be focused so I can beat him. Because did you say so? It just makes so.
Para demostrar que México se va a llevar a hacer esa copa a casa porque somos los número uno en lucha.
All right, we continue with the Pro Wrestling World Cup 2017 Mexican qualifiers. There you see the tail of the tape. El Hijo de Dos Caras against the Juice, Juventud Guerrera.
Difference here could be the experience factor. Juventud has been wrestling for a quarter of a century. Can he advance to the second round at the expense of Hijo de Dos Caras?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pro Wrestling World Cup first round qualifiers continue right now with a single foul set for one fall. Coming to the ring at this time from San Luis, Mexico, weighing tonight at 106 kilos, El Hijo de Dos Caras.
Of course, San Luis Potosí, the home of El Hijo de Dos Caras, the brother of Alberto El Patron, and the translation, son of Dos Caras.
Relative rookie here, but any relative of Al Patron is all right with me. He has that championship pedigree.
Hijo de Dos Caras standing strong in the ring, but here comes his opponent, and what an opponent it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, winning tonight at 75 kilos, one of the biggest innovators in cruiserweight wrestling history, Juventud Guerrera!
Juventud has been a cruiserweight champion, among other things, in every major promotion in the United States, including WWE, WCW, ECW, TNA. He has been all around the world, of course, a huge name in Mexico as well. This is an enormous challenge, Matt, for Hijo de Dos Caras.
Absolutely, as the juice spills onto the arena, you can see that the What Culture faithful appreciate the legacy of Juventud Guerrera, but this is going to be a tough match, and you brought it up, Stu. Some people call El Hijo de Dos Caras a rookie. He may not have as much time in the ring as Juventud. He seems to have a size advantage as well. Where does the advantage lie in your mind?
Well, of course, you cannot look away from that experience of Juventud. I was watching him when I was a kid, and he's just as good now as he was back then. But this Dos Caras, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his whole name. I apologize in advance. It's because I can't. But this Dos Caras, he wants to make a name for himself. He wants to prove himself, and what better way to do it than right here in the Pro Wrestling World Cup against a man like Juventud.
Now, I asked both of you with regard to the first half of the bracket who Penta El Zero M would rather face in the second round. You both stayed on the fence there. Let me put it to you. that if you're Rey Mysterio looking at this, you would rather face the less experienced man, and that means Hijo de dos Caras.
No, I disagree. Listen, Rey Mysterio and Juvi, if my memory serves me correctly, I think the last time I saw those two wrestle was when WCW was still on the air. So I'm not so sure that Rey has a preference. But like I said, let's worry about this match, and then we can talk about the next round.
Very, very excited to get my first glimpse of Dos Caras tonight. Heard a lot about him. He's making waves in Mexico, and certainly tonight here in the UK, we got our first chance to look at him.
Yeah, went for that waist lock several times, finally got a hold of it, and now Juventud will use his speed and his lucha libre-ness, if you will. El Hijo de dos Caras on the larger side for a luchador, but just as agile, just as quick thus far.
Has that powerful build, and I like it. And if it's anything like his brother, he's going to have that swagger, that cockiness.
He's definitely got the pedigree to be a huge success in the world of lucha libre. What ancestry this man comes from.
Of course, and I'm sure that's bled into himself, and we can talk about his lack of experience, but that championship pedigree is something that you simply cannot teach.
Yeah, and it also has a lot to do with El Hijo de dos Caras making his own name for himself. You know, we've spent a couple of minutes talking about his family, but let's talk more about the man himself. In there right now with Juventud, was able to escape, go into the fireman's carry while Juventud maintains wrist control, back to a top wrist lock there, lowering his taller opponent.
You're absolutely right, and Dos Caras, all credit to him. He wants to stand on his own 2 feet. He could have taken the easy option. He could have stood in his brother's shadow, but he wants to prove it himself, and he wants to make a name for himself in this
Nice.
world.
Look at that, a unique head scissor there by Juvi. And now the juice. Heads up, Stu. They're coming your way, buddy.
Close to me right now.
Oh, Juvi into Hijo de dos Caras, and they crashed into the crowd barrier. Almost took out half of our front row. Goodness me.
And this is where the experience of the juice comes into play. Look at how methodical. There's a pace here. After the impact, sees where his opponent is. Now looks to inflict more damage, but El Hijo de dos Caras, to his credit, was very quick in staying close to his opponent.
And Juvi took his eye off Dos Caras there, which was a rare mistake.
And these two are jockeying for position on the apron here. You see our official has not started his count. Whoops. Oh.
We're seeing that as a theme tonight, that the referee seems to be pretty lenient
yes,
here.
As they should be. Hang on a second here. No lenient. Oh, my God. Hardest part of the ring is the ring apron. It's where all the steel marries welded together.
And that was a veteran move there from
Yes.
Dos Caras. The catch of Juventud. This could be the end.
It nearly was, but only
Just
two.
a one. That was a two?
That was a two.
Okay.
And this is Dos Caras' opportunity to turn up the aggression, make it count. You've got yourself an advantage. Now you have to capitalize, because believe me, against a man like Juventud Guerrera, he's going to be up and fighting in no time if you're not careful.
And Stu, we saw it in the other match with Alberto and Rey, and now we see it here with El Hijo de dos Caras trying to wear down the smaller opponent. Smart strategy at this point in the match?
100%, and he's obviously studied his brother. He's obviously studied members of his family who've had success, and that size has always been something that's run in that family. It's been a family trait in the world of luchadors, and
Oh, God.
use every advantage you can.
Cover. Doesn't have all of his body weight, and Juvi's able to get the unfettered shoulder off the match and keeps the match going. Off the mat.
That hard knee to the jaw of Juventud. He took his head off his shoulders. Unreal stuff from Hijo de dos Caras.
There's the quickness of Juvi that we alluded to earlier on. And Juvi's going to need to use that now. Going to create a little bit of distance here. Try to use his speed. El Hijo de dos Caras tries to cut off the distance here. Ducks the clothesline. Roll through. Does juice. Up into a body scissor. Again, waist control. Go behind. Man, these two are exchanging some good, solid wrestling.
Juventud will try for a hurricane runner and gets it. Roll through though, and double foot stomp into the chest of Hijo de dos Caras.
Juventud just that split second too fast for Dos Caras at this point in the matchup.
Juvi back to his feet. Dos Caras at the clothesline, goodness. And now,
Looks like that took a lot out of Dos as well.
yeah, he's needing a break. Ideally, you go for the cover, but
In these situations, I always like to look at the fighter's chest and stomach to see how high and low it's heaving, to see who's better conditioned here.
what are you sensing looking at this?
Right now, it looks like they're both evenly matched because they're both up at pretty much the exact same time. El Hijo de dos Caras cuts off Juventud.
Reverse to the Irish whip. And Hijo de dos Caras with a cross body.
It looks like El Hijo de dos Caras might be getting a little tired, Stu.
As pretty as these moves are, in my opinion, Dos Caras needs to turn this into a slugfest.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
That may have been it.
That's exactly what you suggested, and it may be enough to win it.
Oh, come on, ref.
So close. Forget the high-flying moves at this stage. Just get in there and punch him in the mouth as many times as you can. Ground him, keep him down there. Use your power, use your size. It doesn't have to be pretty. All that matters is that you win.
So you're going for a rolling elbow there. Block, push off by Juice. Juvi now, kick up. What's he going for here? Another tilt-a-whirl.
Dos Caras is...
Oh, flying knee. That caught Dos Caras right on the cheekbone.
That could do it, you know. That really could do it. Juvi's got the leg hooked as well. And it is. That is it.
He got him. Yeah, he got him.
No surprises whatsoever. The point of the knee right on the cheekbone of Dos Caras.
And it's interesting that it's not a lucha libre move. It's just a straight up, as you were saying, knock a guy in the mouth and keep him down.
Nothing more simple, nothing more effective.
He's a luchador, but he has experience and influences from all around the world, and he's going to be a dangerous second round opponent for Rey Mysterio.
It looks like the second round is set. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some more exciting lucha libre.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and advancing in the Pro Wrestling World Cup, Juventud Guerrera!
Juventud victorious, and as you say, Matt, the second round is now fixed. Juventud to face Rey Mysterio and El Ligero against Penta El Zero M coming up on the Pro Wrestling World Cup.